and welcome to the Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos. And I am the Black Dragon, your host. And we're going to have an incredible show, for you are here at the Oracle of MC culture, biker life, the motorcycle club lifestyle, motorcycling, motorcyclists, motorbikes, motorbiking, biking, and even mopeding. Because this is what we do. We live a life on two wheels. And I want to get on down and rumble with you today. And I just want you to know that I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you showing up to listen to the show. I'm thankful for you hanging out with me for the last almost 4 years. Because we are affiliated with Black Dragon Biker TV, Facebook Black Dragon Biker TV, YouTube Black Dragon Biker TV, Instagram TV. We are part of the Black Dragon Biker News Network, biker news you can trust. We are here, my friends, night and day, day and night for you. So we're going to get into the show here. And I'd like to, as always, thank you for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. The Dragon's Lair, Motorcycle Chaos, Mondays and Fridays. Also breaking news, and just whenever the hell we feel like getting the hell on. Okay. I admit I was a little excited and probably a little overboard with that, but hey, I was having a little fun with my new toys. I got new toys for Christmas. Right. As you guys can see, I got a new podcasting system. It's like the #1 system out there. It's the Rode Rodecaster. It was created for podcasters. Like me, I'm my own engineer. I'm doing it all. My own engineer, my own studio, my own everything. I'm still playing with these toys. I don't know if I'm going to keep them or not. I've got all kinds of dials and buttons and stuff I can push. And, probably won't actually hear any of that stuff when I'm, as things go on. But I have all these toys. I can put, clapping, drum beats, everything, all kinds of stuff. So I don't even know how I'm going to use this yet, but I can use it to bring in my music and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really cool. These are the capital investments I've made to make my show sound good. We have the Shure SM7B microphones, the ones that they used in Thriller. You remember that? Michael Jackson huge successful thing. The 7 SMBs, these Shure 7 SMBs were used for that song. And it's pretty cool that I was able to add that to my studio. So we have these cool microphones and cool stuff. And I just want you all to know that none of this would have been possible without your help. You guys have been fantastic along the way in your support of Black Dragon Biker TV, the Black Dragon Biker News Network, biker news you can trust, the Dragon's Lair, Motorcycle Chaos, this here podcast, and bikerliberty.com, our online magazine. You guys have supported us all. And for those of you who don't know how or want to continue to support us or haven't before, there are several ways that you can support us. One is through PayPal. My name is John Bunch II. And so my PayPal is jbunchii@AOL.com, jbunchii@AOL.com. And I know that AOL.com means I'm old. But hey, that's my PayPal, jbunchii@AOL.com. And you can send your donations there. $1, $5, $100, $100,000. I mean, whatever, you see fit, we can use. Also, for you Cash Appers, we have Cash App, Black Dragon Biker Prez, $. Oh, no. What is that? No, my Cash App is $Biker Prez. That's what it is. $Biker Prez. And of course, that was a different time in my life when I was the national president of the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, established in 1974 by 7 black men who rode on Sundays starting in about 1972. And in February of 1974, they got their clubhouse and called themselves the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club. By 1975, they were integrated. This is the great motorcycle club that I have been a part of, the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, since, oh my gosh, the very late 80s. So Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club is an amazing organization that I was fortunate enough to lead for the better part of a decade. So my Cash App is $biker-prez, Prez. And then, of course, we do have Patreon. And Patreon is Black Dragon National President. My YouTube channel, before it was called Black Dragon Biker TV, was actually called Black Dragon National President. So that is the carryover from that. Those are the ways that you can support this channel if that's what you wish to do. We would certainly appreciate it if you did that. Man, I just love this new technology I have. All right, so listen, getting to the show, there is how do I segue into this? For many, many years, motorcycle clubs just got down and hung out like they did. And then MC protocol started to change, as with all things change. And the 1%er world started to become more involved with the 99% world, and more until we have today. And one of the biggest things that people have been complaining about is this idea of patch policing. And the patch police are really dominant motorcycle clubs that enforce their rules or MC protocol or something in between on clubs that are less powerful than they are and less able to protect themselves and don't have as much propensity to resort to violence to get things done. So in many ways, these clubs are kind of like hostage. And these 99% clubs, family clubs, social clubs, there's just a whole lot going on. And it's not like they're getting any smaller or going away. Maybe there was a feeling at some time that these clubs would go away, but movies like the one I made, Biker Boys and Sons of Anarchy, and oh my goodness, all these movies that you see out there, all the way from Peter Fonda's movie, where he stretched across the United States only to die in the end of his movie. All these movies have excited people about biker culture. Yes, from Easy Rider on down to Biker Boys, all the way over to the television, from the silver screen to the little screen with Sons of Anarchy and, oh my goodness, what is the name of that one? The Mayans. I was going to say the Mohicans. The Mayans. All of these, you can blame these shows or whatever it is. Maybe it's that the world has gotten smaller. People have more disposable income than they did in the 50s when my parents were running around. Maybe I don't know what to put it on. But the fact is that more and more people are riding and they want to be in clubs, and they keep running head on into this 300,000 pound gorilla in the room that is running the set, a lot of times with intimidation and fear. These people that are commonly being referred to today as patch police. But not all 1%ers are on board with this idea of patch policing. There are some 1%ers that are not on board with that. And we're going to hear from one today by the name of OG Miklo. Miklo 1%er, as he's called now. When I first met him, he was called OG Miklo. Now I believe they call him Miklo 1%er. He's a 1%er. And he is a international president of an international 1%er motorcycle club that is in many countries. And he has a Facebook page called MCFL. I believe that stands for Motorcycle Club for Life, MC for Life. Believe that's what that stands for. And he puts out articles sometimes on a weekly basis, sometimes on a daily basis. He puts out a lot of content. And one of his biggest sticking points, one of the things that gets on in his craw the most, is this idea of patch policing. It's kind of interesting. And I happen to know him and a couple of other of the one percenters that do that channel. And those are some stand-up guys over there. One of those brothers there is very, very close brother. I just love him to death, as well as OG Miklo over there. And so they're, if I can paraphrase or say what it is that they're all about, is they're all about preserving the culture of MCing over there at MCFL. They believe that we actually can control our own, destinies, especially the one percenters that run everything. And they believe that they have to stop fighting each other. They have to stop throwing down. They have to stop shooting. They have to stop this if the MC culture is to survive the onslaught that the government has placed on the MC culture, calling the MC culture terrorists and everything else. And some of this, most of this, perhaps maybe even all of this we bring down upon ourselves. And so over there at MCFL, they've been putting out these articles, and this is one that I wanted to read. It's been sitting on my desk now for maybe about 3 weeks, maybe close to a month. And it's one that OG Miklo wrote. Miklo, one percenter, wrote this. And I thought it would be interesting to read it and perhaps get you guys' opinion of it. So this is called Chess, Not Checkers, Forced Support Patches. And I thought that was interesting. By Miklo, one percenter. And Miklo starts with kind of like this. One of the things that makes the greatest leaders in the MC world is their ability to factor in every piece of the puzzle that is the future of their MC. There are pessimists that are afraid to act and end up missing opportunities. There are opportunists, or rather, there are optimists that act when they shouldn't and end up having to deal with negative consequences. Then there are true leaders. They're the ones that are able to quickly weigh the checks and balances of each decision and somewhat accurately predict and control the future of their clubs. Leaders, OG Miklo says, are able to take major societal changes and run with them. Anyone with half a brain has to understand that to lead any successful organization, you must be able to change with the times as necessary. He goes on to say, well, that being said, you have to change with the times as necessary. Today's MC world has changed drastically over the past decade, in large part due to the enormous influx of new faces showing up on the scene. OG Miklo says you can blame the movie Biker Boys. You can blame the show Sons of Anarchy. You can blame anything you want. But one thing is certain, and that's that the exploding MC population has drastically changed the landscape of the MC world of today. Kind of makes you think about what he's talking about here. You must be able to change with the times as necessary, because he goes on. Because of these changes, many of the old, tried and true tactics of motorcycle clubs are no longer working, and they're finding themselves having to invent and experiment with new tactics. One of the old tactics, OG claims, of clubs is, in his opinion, will end up failing in the end if it's not changed, and that is the tactic of taking newer, smaller clubs and coaxing or forcing them to wear the support patch of an established club. In many areas, the mixture of the influx of new riders with this old tactic has resulted in clubs wearing the support patches greatly outnumbering their MC overlords at times, which can definitely end up disastrous in OG Miklo's opinion. Many of these new people in the MC world don't care what club they're in. They just want to end up at the top of the ladder, OG Miklo says, in any way possible. If they lived in this state, they'd be this. And if they lived in that state, they'd be that. People like that are perfect candidates for a forced or coaxed support patch. He says, hell, maybe your club is so righteous that anyone that comes to hang out with y'all ends up being down with your club's cause right away, forgetting all their old dreams of building their own righteous club. But with the enormous influx of new riders coming onto the scene, you're going to be seeing more and more of a whole different type of new rider that knows exactly what he wants. And that is to build his own club with his own friends and not fall under any other club's rules, says OG Miklo. A lot of the time, these men are the most hated in the MC world because they don't fall in line like the majority of the others do. And they frustrate their local dominant because what can you really do with them? Massacre a group of innocent men that want nothing more than to ride together wearing the patch of their choice? That's the plan? OG Miklo says, oh, I know, you can beat that president into a coma, and that'll scare all of his brothers into trashing their colors. Problem solved. That is, unless his brothers love him a whole lot more than you anticipated and would die for him in a heartbeat, and you just turn him into a martyr, creating a whole new set of enemies for yourselves. Or you could do the smart thing, OG Miklo says, and treat the new group as brothers of your own and not try forcing them to wear things they don't want to wear and not telling them to remove things they don't want to remove. Just a thought. He says that any true leader knows that it's best to create assets around yourself instead of liabilities. Why not try inspiring loyalty in the new headstrong group of riders in your area by defending them without slapping a damn force support patch on their chests? How about treating them as brothers and then watch how they give you back the same brotherhood tenfold? If they're headstrong enough to make it past the coax a support patch on them phase, where all the local clubs are threatening them and one specific club is saying, we got your back. We'll protect you. But only if you take off your diamond patch and replace it with our club support patch. If the newer clubs stay strong and dedicated long enough to make it through all that BS without ever folding and putting that support patch on, then they're obviously pretty dedicated to what they're doing. And they obviously have a pretty strong brotherhood. And OG Miklo asks, why would you want to turn them into a future enemy over a damn support patch? What if the brotherhood between, or he says, where is the brotherhood between clubs nowadays? He says, hell, maybe, just maybe, if you're not trying to force a support patch on their chest and you help them grow as a club and you treat them as your own brothers, maybe one day they'll end up patching over into your club and your club will grow in an awesome way. Or maybe one day a couple of your brothers find themselves in a jam and the only people anywhere around that could help are members of that club you and your brothers disown because they refuse to place themselves under your support patch thumb. If y'all had just treated them with the same respect you ask of them, then maybe they'd be more willing to help in situations like that. Maybe! Hell, maybe this club y'all cast off for refusing to wear a support patch ends up catching on like wildfire and becoming the largest club in the Western Hemisphere. and ends up holding a grudge over the hurt and disrespect they felt over the fact that you aim to use them to further your club's agenda instead of being a real friend to them and helping their club grow the way they wanted it to. Then what? There are a few points OG Miklo says that he hopes people take away from his post. One is that being a leader for your club and your brothers is about a whole lot more than just blindly following yesterday's tactics. You have to be able to plan for more than just the immediate future. Two, don't be a dirty individual. What you put out into this world will come back at you tenfold. If you're out there committing acts of extortion on newer, smaller clubs by making them be your support outfit and making them come to your events and spend countless dollars and never allowing them to grow as a club and crawl out from under your thumb because you scoop up every good member they ever got and prospect them into your own club, then trust me, karma will eventually swing back around 1,000 miles per hour and crash right into you and everything you love, which leads him to the biggest and most important point of his article. 3, create assets, not liabilities. Create friends, not enemies. Create love and loyalty, not hatred and dissent. Be the leader your brothers need you to be. Understand that times are changing, and it is extremely important to always keep an open mind and look at things from different perspectives. OG Miklo ends with thank you all for reading. Man, he typed a mouthful, and I thought perhaps maybe you guys would like to hear it. Go over there and check OG Miklo out and his crew at MCFL over there on Facebook. They write some incredible articles, and they're really helpful, I think, in what they're trying to do. They want to make the MC world a better place, of course, don't we all? Listen, we got gear, bikers gear at blackdragonsgear.com. Get over there and support the channel by getting our gear. This podcast, The Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos, we do this Monday and Friday. And we do breaking news daily, as news breaks. I would say check back every day. You might see something new every day here, but we definitely drop in new Monday and Friday. And just check us out. Forward us, like us, comment, support us. Forward us, like us, comment, support us. Forward us, like us, comment about us, support us, comment on our channel. Share us to people that you feel can be helped by what we say. We're just having a great time. My name is Black Dragon. I was the former national president of the Mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, in which I have been involved in my motorcycle club my entire adult life. I don't know everything. These are just my opinions, or in this case, this is OG Miklo's opinion, but I haven't been everywhere. I haven't done everything. I haven't seen everything. This is just how we feel over here about what we're talking about. This is by no means the definitive authority of how you've got to do anything. But if this information helps you or gives you more arrows to put in your quiver, then use it for that. Use it, my pain and my scars, as experience steps as you climb through and over and on top of life's obstacles and challenges that face you. And if I can be a positive influence in anyone's life, I'm thankful. God has given me a voice, and perhaps some of you have been able to use it. And what more can any of us ask for? Listen, my friends, the motorcycle club is about we. Stop saying my, I, mine. And start saying we, ours, us. This is what the father of the Mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, Paul Pep Perry, drilled in my ass day after day after day after day for years and years and years. The motorcycle club is about we. The colors are not some sort of magnificent thing that rides on your back. The colors represent we, the people of the MC. You don't ride for colors, you ride for your brothers and your sisters and your motorcycle club nation. And you be the best you can be at all times because they are depending upon you. Thank you so very much for tuning in. That's my 2 cents. Leave yours in the comment section below. This is 2020 coming up here. We're going to use this time to get fit, get in shape, get ourselves together, eat right, eat better, eat properly, and get skinny!